Hello again, everybody. I hope it's not that kind of day. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside. We're set to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Oh, boy, we ever ready, Dave? Today, right here today, we'll have the King, Jerry Lawler, right here in the ring in action. Coming up today, hey, a new tag team. I don't think you got a chance to see him maybe last week here on the Wrestling Show. The Eliminator.
I heard about it, but haven't seen it.
They're going to be here today. We'll have the Rodden brothers here today, but their opponents are going to be Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher.
That would look pretty good. And then the Spiders coming in a little bit later on. Another hot tag team around. And a special announcement. It's been a long time coming. We'll tell you about all of that when we return. Of the King. He'll be along for the opening match here today. Got him scheduled in a one-fall shit. Oh, well, here comes the opponent. I wonder if he's going to wear that thing in August. That big old fur coat. Reggie B. Fine is in the area.
Don't ask me why I got this coat on at 85 degrees, because, brother, it's built with stitch rain.
I didn't get all of that explanation there. I didn't ask him why he was wearing the coat with it 85 degrees, because it isn't 85 degrees. Here he comes. The King will be headed this way very shortly, and we'll get action underway on USWA Championship Wrestling. Unified belts in hand. It's the King. Referee Kevin Christian already in the ring. Trying to encourage Reggie B. Fine to head that way because the King is in. Reggie, it's time to wrestle. Head on up to the ring there. Instead of lobbying over here, he's complaining about some of the crowd.
The fans.
Yeah, hasn't seen these people here before. And we're glad to see him back again.
Yeah.
Reggie isn't, but we are.
We certainly are.
Love to have you with us, too. Later on, we'll have an address. Maybe you can join us if you're in the area. The King waiting for Reggie B. Fine. Reggie is notorious about trying to delay the start of a match. And that's what he's doing right now. Now Lawler's ready to go. Lawler's been ready to go. Wants to do his exercise. I'm going to ring the bell. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, a side straddle hop or two from Reggie B. Fine. Worst form I've ever seen. Well, not the worst I've ever seen, but close to it.
Reggie B. Fine. Well, he's going to work at it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Reggie maybe needs to consider purchasing a gym membership or something and take care of that business elsewhere instead of in the middle of the ring.
We'll have a workout today against the King, Jerry Lawler. Referee Kevin Christian is trying to tell Reggie, hey, let's get this thing going on.
And I tell you, Reggie wants silence from the crowd, he says. They ain't going to get it. Jerry, says the crowd. Back in the corner, Reggie B. Fine has him back there. Going to try to feel him out in the corner, and he did.
There's a Reggie B. Fine and a little strutting. Good move from Reggie B. Fine.
Got to give him that. I think he may be celebrating a little early, though. After all, this is the King that's staring at him across the ring. And getting irritated, I might add.
Reggie asked the crowd to be quiet so he can concentrate.
The crowd is not in Reggie's corner, let's say. Whoa, and again, he feels him across the ring. Pats himself on the back. Yeah, well, nobody else is patting him on the back. Well, I guess he could. That is another good move for Reggie B. Fine. But that is not the entire match, fans.
You're exactly right. Reggie patting himself on the shoulder in there. Congratulating himself just a little bit early here today. Sends in and tangles up with the King.
Oh,
Oh, one for the same move he did earlier on Lawler. Not working right now. The King reverses it and tosses Fine right across the ring. Right into the other corner there goes Reggie B. Fine. When he complains, he pulled my hair, ref.
What hair?
That is tight. But he pulled his hair and his tight.
I think the referee must have said, you don't have any hair, and then he decided, well, maybe he pulled my tights. It's Lawler with a strut. Reggie wanted Lawler disqualified for doing the strut like Reggie had done earlier. He copied me. He can't do that. That disqualifies him. Give me the match. Get real, Reggie.
Ooh, Reggie with a big right hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, Reggie, he's fine. Slugging away on Lawler over there. The shot comes down from the King. Lawler right there on Reggie B. Fine. Boy, Fine may open up a can of worms in there, boy. When he went smelling away on the King.
He did the wrong thing.
Lawler sets him up here. Got Fine.
Ooh, look out. Look out. Ooh.
That's it. Whoa! Toss back. And a dirty dive. Look at that left leg of Reggie B. Fine. The King jumps back on it again. And Fine gives it up. He submits. He said, boy, that's it for him. The King gets the win over Reggie B. Fine.
On a submission, and there was no way Reggie B. Fine was going to be able to hang on to that. Lawler had him. He usually had sort of a step-over toe hold, and then he sort of jackknifed on it. And my goodness, impressive or not, huh? And Reggie had his fun early in the match, but he made too many mistakes, like popping Lawler with a fist, and the King made him pay for it, and pay for it dearly. Reggie holding that left knee. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's got trouble with that knee as he tries to leave the ring area. The victory for the King. We'll be back with more in a moment. Holding that left knee. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's got trouble with that knee as he tries to leave the ring area. The victory for the King. We'll be back with more in a moment. Winner of the match is Troy Graham, the Dream Machine. And King, that's your opponent for the unified title. Yeah, congratulations from the King.
It's me and you, Kingfish.
Yes, sir.
It's me and you, man.
Whoop.
Hey, come on, Dream! Look out. Hey.
Oh, man.
Come on. What are you doing? You got a Mac with it. It's 10 long years for that. I waited 10 long years. Come on, you've got a Mac.
Lawler back up. And Ken White on. Lawler breaks loose. From Rio, Gaylord, Todd Martin, all of them. Man! Fans, let me tell you, these two, no love lost between them. They just do not like each other. Jerry Lawler and the Dream Machine, Troy Graham, fighting it out. Graham, Dream Machine landed there, and there's Lawler and the Dream Machine in the back of the television station, and going now toward the back door into a wall there. Hard wall is back there. And on out now into the parking lot area. And let me tell you, this thing did not end, even if we went to the commercial break in there. The fight continued, and on through the week in the USWA continued between these two. Dream Machine holding a grudge, he says. That's about a 10-year grudge, Jerry. There's the Dream Machine dispatched over in the back of a pickup.
Yeah, I wish somebody had been in the truck there and could have just drove him right on out of town. Would have been nice.
Oh, you gonna fight bad now?
Yeah, Eddie.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're not in just because you're dressed just like Tina. It ain't no sign you're Tarzan. I think your mama. Hey, come on, dead daddy. I'll take your stinking dead daddy.
Hey, wait a minute. Henry, get some help. Yeah, Dream, get back, would you?
You stand down and straight! You stand down!
Come on, Dream.
A bitter feud between these two, let me tell you. Dream.
Well, it was a match which occurred at the Mid-South Coliseum last week, which you saw it's called the Coward's Way Out match. And in this one, there was no referee. It just continued until somebody left the wrestling area.
Yeah.
It was the King going against the Dream Machine. Take a look. Some of the highlights.
Coward's Way Out match is underway. No referee in this one. Match continues until one man leaves the arena and goes back to the back dressing room. Lawler picks up a board from under the ring. I was using about earlier here tonight. Man. Left hand from the King behind one another, and he follows it up with a big right and pins the Dream Machine down. The Dream Machine tries to have and Jerry the King Lawler fighting it out in there. Dream picks up that ball. And Dream working him over, punches him with a right hand. Jerry Lawler going after the Dream Machine. The touching ball. He power drops it. Dream Machine slams Lawler right into the steel rail right here at ringside. The Dream Machine, he'll do anything and shoot anything to win a bout. Doesn't let up on the King at all. Graham and Lawler fighting it out. Trading punches. And Lawler comes back with a big right hand. Snatches Lawler's leg from under him. Slams him right into the ring post at ringside.
They both took a beating, as you could see in that match right there. But Lawler, the one with the hands raised as the Dream Machine, ran out of there. Now, immediately after the match, well, I hear the King coming this way. Let me let him get over here and let him take a look at this next videotape that we have, too. There's the crowd saying hello to the King, the man who just won the match that we just showed you on that videotape. King, I'm glad you're here. I was just about to show everyone the videotape because after that match, the cameras went back to the dressing room of the Dream Machine. Naturally, he was most upset. If you don't mind, let's take...
Let me just say this. He's not the only one that was upset, Dave. That was as I think everybody saw. Of course, they condensed down into a couple of minutes, about a 17 to 20-minute match there, and it was a brutal match, and there were a lot of fists flying, and, you know, they always say... You can win. I think this has been the case a few times with me and Dream Machine, winning the battle but losing the war. But this past week, I felt like if you look at his face, if anybody looked at his face after that video, that I won the battle and the war. So Dream Machine, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what you got to say, but I ain't through with you yet. So let's hear what he's going to run his mouth about.
All right, let's hear the interview from Dream Machine from the dressing room.
Lawler, I did just exactly what I said I was going to do. I stood with you, toe-to-toe, and I whipped you from one end of that ring to the other. You pulled your strap. I pulled my strap. The people saw it. You wanted a coward's way out match? Huh? Well, you was the coward. Huh? You couldn't take any more, could you? You couldn't take any more. But I could. Look at my face. Who reached down and pulled out the fire? And I blocked it. You know, you didn't burn me. You burned me a little bit, but not good enough. You sorry son of a... I'm going to whoop you from one end of Memphis to the other because it's not over, Lawler. It'll never be over between me because I hate your stinking guts, and the people know I stood with you toe-to-toe, Lawler, and most of all, down deep inside, you know it too, don't you? You know it, don't you, Lawler? You know it. I know you know it. I'm not through with you, baby. It'll never be over between me and you, Lawler. You sorry son of a...
That's enough, yeah.
Dream Machine, you stand there with that camera in your face and you spout off all the obscenities and you call me anything you want to. But what you need to get in your face is a mirror. You need to look in a mirror and you need to see what you look like after that match, Dream Machine. You need to look at that eye swollen shut. You need to look at that blood running down out of your head. You need to look at that nose mashed all over your face. And then you need to say to yourself, well, maybe it's time for this to be over. Because if you don't end it, Dream Machine, I certainly will. Now, this week we got a little match that could bring all this to a head. Because, you see, we've had matches in the past where it evolved into nothing but a slugfest. Well, this week it's going to start as a slugfest because it's a tape fist match, Dream Machine. You know, when you get in a boxing match, what those boxers do before they put those gloves on is they sit down and they tape their fists as tight as they can. They put layers and layers of tape over their fists to make them hard as rock. And then they put those gloves on and they're ready to go to war. Well, Dream Machine, we're going to tape our fists up, but we're not going to bother with the gloves. We're going to go in the ring and we're going to start throwing punches with the tape fist. And I can promise you this, that Monday night, if you think your face looked bad after last week, Monday night, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you got a mother, Dream Machine, she won't recognize you when I get through with you.
And this one has the makings of a wild Monday night coming up at the Mid-South Coliseum. We're going to take a look at the entire card coming up. You saw the interview from the Dream Machine. I apologize for some of that. We edited it out the best we could there, but anyway, he is obviously still very upset, says it isn't over. And the King is really hot and mad at the Dream Machine, and I can understand why. Before we get to the Memphis card, though, I want to remind you that the good folks at Mega Market, once again, are going to be providing $25 worth of groceries. And here's the telephone number. We'll take the sixth caller. It's area code 901-726-0551. Caller number 6 will be the winner of a gift certificate for $25 worth of groceries from Mega Market. Coming up Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum, 7:30 is when it all begins. And, Corey, it was a wild one last week. This one should be even bigger.
Oh, indeed.
Opening match of the night. A couple of guys.
10 big matches in there, too.
That's exactly right.
Memphis Mayhem.
10 big matches. Oh, yeah. You know, Memphis in May is starting Monday night, Monday, May 1st. Exactly. Everyone looks forward every year to Memphis in May. Well, at the Mid-South Coliseum, it's Memphis Mayhem. And all this month, be looking for special attractions, special matches at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Indeed.
This opening match here, we'll have the Spellbinder in there going against Leon Downs. Leon, a tall, rangy wrestler, has really been coming on here recently. And the Spellbinder, of course, the fans love him as he does the illusions and all sorts of things, in addition to being a fine wrestler. Then, Billy Joe Travis goes against Reggie B. Fine. That's assuming that Reggie gets that knee back in shape and is ready to go. Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum against Billy Joe. Moondog Rex will be going against the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, in yet another of the single matches. Then we bring on the tag teams, the Spiders. Fans love them.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be going against the British Bad Breed. The Axel and Ian Rotten, the Rotten brothers, will be going against the Spiders. That should be a mighty interesting tag team match Monday night at the Coliseum. Then, yeah, Ronnie Lotz against Bert Prentice, and the loser of the match, right there, has to get in the middle of the ring wearing a diaper. It's a baby diaper match. Bert Prentice against Ronnie Lotz. Then in a captain's match. And this one, you know, you got the captain of a football team, a basketball team, a baseball team. Well, these guys are sort of the captains of their wrestling team. On the Moondog Spot. And on the other side, Don Bass. And this is a captain's match. Here's the stipulation on it. If whoever loses the match, the team breaks up. So you win the match, your team stays together. Otherwise, if you lose, you and your partner, Don Bass and Billy Joe Travis, or the Moondogs, could not wrestle as a tag team for a period of time in the USWA.
What about the Moondogs breaking up? Boy, that'll be something.
Would that be incredible? Don't you know a lot of guys would love to get the Moondogs one at a time in there, and a lot of tag teams would really enjoy seeing that, I guarantee you. Well, that's it with the captain's match. Losing team cannot wrestle together as a team. The losing captain cannot wrestle with his team member for a period of time in the USWA. Then, you got the USWA title at stake. Doug Gilbert, Dirty Doug, will be going against Brian Christopher in a single match for the USWA heavyweight title. That, I don't have to say too much more about that one. You know both these guys. You know them both to be tough, rugged wrestlers, and they will go at it with a title at stake Monday night. The tag titles are also going to be at stake. Yeah, bring back Brian Christopher, team him up with Eddie Gilbert, and put him against the team of the Eliminators. This one has an unusual stipulation on it, too, because Doug Gilbert, not Eddie, Doug Gilbert's hair will be at stake. And we'll try to get a comment from Doug a little bit later on, but Doug brought the Eliminators in here, and he thinks they got a raw deal in a tag tournament held over in Jonesboro, but be that as it may, he is confident enough that his Eliminators can win, that he's put his hair at stake as the Eliminators go against Eddie Gilbert, Doug's brother, and Brian Christopher for the tag team titles. The Tate Fist match. You heard Lawler talking about this one. You heard that more or less interview from the Dream Machine. These guys really, it is going to be a war, no doubt about it, Monday night at the Coliseum. They tape up the fist, they step into the ring, and they go at it. The match continues until one of them is knocked out. That ought to be enough, don't you think?
Oh, boy.
Well, not quite. Not quite. We got a main event that won't quit. And it may not. It could go on a long time. A loaded for bear battle royal. What does that mean? Well, that means anything goes. The wrestlers come to the ring loaded for bear. They can bring chains, they can bring chairs, garbage cans, you name it. Loaded for bear. They come in the battle royal. The anything goes. See why it's called Memphis Mayhem? 10 matches in all. What a night. Coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. And before we leave right here, I think we have a winner of the Mega Market Groceries. Yes, indeed, Cheryl Peoples of Memphis, Tennessee. Winner, $25 worth of groceries from the fine folks at Mega Market. Let us do this. Let us just take a break, and then we'll be back. We got lots more to go here today. Don't leave. Information that we had a little bit earlier on. Right now, we've got a great match coming up here with Dream Machine stepping into the ring with Doug Gilbert as his partner. And actually, Dream Machine, I don't know if we're looking forward to seeing him here or not, considering matches in the recent past. That here he is, right here. Well, Dream, you got a match. We were hoping you'd head for the ring.
Yeah, we got a match, but I want equal interview time. Lawler, you stood out here and you lied to the people of Memphis, Tennessee. You told them that you was going to make me kick the oxygen habit. Well, I'm still breathing, Lawler. You want a Tate Fist match? That's right down my alley, Dave Brown. I know you don't like me. I know Lawler. Everything Lawler wants is just fine. He was bleeding, too. He's got that hair pulled down, and he's got a ton of his old lady's makeup on. But that's just fine, Lawler. But I'm still walking, and I'm still breathing, and I can still stand here and tell you people that Monday night, a Tate Fist match. And I promise all of you people out there, get your $5 ready because it'll be worth your while. Because I guarantee you people, I'm going to knock him out. And you people are in for the biggest shock of your lives out at that Mid-South Coliseum Monday night. I promise you that. You will be in shock because you, Corey Macklin, whoever, you will not believe what's going to happen to your king. You pulled your strap last week, right? It didn't do you no good. The people saw it. I saw it. You saw it on the tape. Why did he throw the fire, Dave? You know why he threw the fire? Because he was hurting. That's why he threw the fire. But like I said, Tate Fist match, that's fine. I didn't get in this business to win any kind of beauty contest. And I know I'm ugly, but Lawler, get you a ton of makeup because you'll need it. I want a Tate Fist match, and it's not over. It'll never be over.
The Dream Machine with the threat. Let's hope we can get him in the ring now and get the match underway.
3,
Here's Doug Gilbert leading the Dream Machine back into action. Dream Machine mighty unhappy here today.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what to do,
Dream,
get out on him.
come over here and threaten Corey and me. Get yourself in the ring there. If you got a problem, that's the place to settle it, not over here. Dirty Doug Gilbert taking off the warm-up jacket.
Dream
T.D.
Machine
Steele.
says you're going to take it out on T.D. Steele and Tony Williams.
Well,
That's the right thing to do in there, huh?
well, I don't know. He needs to take it out with whoever he's got the problem with.
Exactly
But he's upset as he stalks down the ring apron. It's Doug Gilbert starting, and T.D. Steele starting for his team across the way, and here's Corey Matson.
Thank you, Dave Brown. We're underway with this tag team action in the USWA Dream Machine and Doug Gilbert teaming up here today. Speaking of tag team action, got a lot of it here today. The Eliminators still to come, the new tag team. The Rod Brothers taking on Brian, Christopher, and Eddie Gilbert right here today. And the Spiders, that exciting team in the USWA. We'll be seeing all of them right here today. Doug Gilbert slams T.D. Steele right into the Dream Machine. And Dream goes to work on Steele. Clothesline, and Doug Gilbert follows that. T.D. Steele has been in there the whole time for his team and taking quite a pounding from the Dream Machine and Doug Gilbert early on. Over to the knee again of dangerous Doug Gilbert. Into the rope. Boy, left T.D. over with that one. Well, Gilbert nails Tony Williams out there on the ring apron. Tony comes in after him. Oh, steaming up here now. Dream Machine and Doug Gilbert. Dream comes off the middle rope but nails T.D. Steele. With Doug Gilbert holding him in there. Into the rope. And another clothesline from the Dream Machine. Got a cover here. One.
Doug Gilbert yelling some things. Doug Gilbert is also pretty unhappy here today. He's brought the Eliminators team in to try to win the USWA tag titles, which are now held by Brian Christopher and Eddie Gilbert. Doug is not happy about that, or he's not happy about that pairing to begin with, that Eddie would be partner. Okay, watch this. He said, he was going to try a pile driver. T.D. Steele had enough freedom of movement there to be able to stop. He's trying it again. Well, he got a pretty good one that time, too.
He got it that time, man. Doug Gilbert. Where's T.D. down in there? Cover Steele. 1, 2, and 3. Tony Williams did not officially get an opportunity to get in there and get a piece of the Dream Machine.
Oh, you see what he just did? Boy. He just smacked him hard. Tony is just standing there waiting for an opportunity to get in and help out his partner, T.D. Steele. As Corey was just saying, Tony never was officially able to get a tag into the match. And now look at the Dream Machine picking him up.
There goes.
Throwing T.D. out of the ring. Boy, these guys, Dream Machine and Doug Gilbert both. Ridiculous. Hey,
Come on, Dream.
come on, Dream Machine. Take it on out here, please. Boy. Well, here come the Eliminators.
Hey, come on, leave me alone, Dream.
All right, let's get Tony and T.D. out of here. Doug, that was a cheap shot. I can't say anything else.
Dave Brown, there's a little something today I would like to talk about. I guess a few days ago in Jonesboro, Arkansas, I guess you know what happened, right?
Yeah, I do know what happened. There are new World Tag Team Champions, and it's not the Eliminators.
Dave Brown, this has been one of the worst weeks of my entire life. Last week I come out here and I said I was starting an alliance. Dangerous Doug, Dangerous Alliance. What I said, Dave Brown, was I was going to get the top talent. I had the biggest, baddest tag team in the world. I went up to New Jersey scouting, Dave Brown, and I found the biggest, baddest tag team in the world, and they took me over their big, nice houses, matches, Dave Brown. You probably don't know what I'm talking about because you've never been in one. But what I'm talking about, Dave Brown, is these boys had $1 million homes. I said, boys, no sweat. I said, sell your houses. Get some idiots to pack all your luggage, all of your stuff, and come on down to the USWA. I said, the tag team competition in the USWA, boys, we'll walk and we'll talk and we'll have the USWA World Tag Team belts. So no sooner than they get here, they're in a big tag team tournament. I got them set up, Dave Brown.
They're in the tournament.
They was in the tournament and they got robbed. I swear, Dave Brown, they got robbed.
No, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think what happened, they didn't get robbed. I think maybe you underestimated the competition for it.
No. I never underestimated nothing. What happened was Brian Christopher, I hate your guts, boy. Brian Christopher and my brother, Dave Brown, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. What they did was they manipulated and they robbed the USWA Tag Team title. But all I did, I went to the old dinosaur-made man, Eddie Marlin, and I said, Dinosaur Man, all I want is a tag team title match in my board. Do you know how much audacity old senile Eddie Marlin had? Old senile Eddie Marlin said, I talked to Brian and Eddie, and they said, no way. What they said was, we'll give those Eliminators a tag team title shot. If I put up my hair, Dave Brown, I'm a very pretty man. I've got a lot of women.
Doug, the point is, if you want the match, you had to put up your hair in order for these guys to get the rematch.
Hold it, Dave Brown. Let me tell you something. What I did, because I'm very confident in my men, was I told Eddie Marlin, I said, go ahead, I'll have my hair put up, because I got so much confidence in the Eliminators. Brian Christopher, there's no way that you can beat any one of my Eliminators.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to take a break. The match is signed. His hair's at stake. We'll be back. Program that we had a big announcement for you. Most of you, I hope, remember the Memphis Memories. I know you do, because wherever I go, people talk about that. Hey, it was great to see you and Lance back together again, and all of you there and having a good time. Well, next week you're going to be on vacation.
Exactly right.
I am happy to announce to you that here with me next week, Lance Russell will be joining us, and at that time, Lance is going to have a very big announcement that I think will be of interest to all wrestling fans. So be sure to join us for that next week.
Indeed. I'll be on vacation next week, but we look forward to Lance Russell returning right here on USWA Wrestling. I can't wait to have him here, and I'll be back the following week. We're gonna.
You have a great vacation. We'll see you then the following week. In the ring, it's the Eliminators, Spellbinder, Billy Joe Travis. This has the makings of a fine wrestling match right here. Need to keep Doug Gilbert out of the action. I just realized he's standing on the ring apron. He's the one that brought the Eliminators in here. Billy Travis said, hey, say hi to my mom in Kentucky.
Yeah. And hello to everyone in Kentucky viewing us here and all around the USWA.
The Eliminators. Boy, these guys are big and mean looking. I tell you, another something special, too. Remember the USWA Wrestling Hall of Fame, Guy Coffey. I think most of the fans know Guy. Understand, Guy's got a birthday coming up this week. Happy birthday to him. Now, let's get going with wrestling action here. The Spellbinder just standing there waiting. And I don't know, I tell you, I really think the Eliminator is kind of making fun of him. That might not be a good idea. Here's Doug Gilbert, Dangerous Doug. What is this? Dangerous Doug's Alliance? Is that what you're calling this?
Just watch this, Dave Brown. They done got the Spellbinder scared to death. Hey, what was
Ooh. Yeah, I noticed how scared the Spellbinder was. Who was it that jumped back and fell down? Right. And tagged out. Look at that.
He tagged his partner.
He said, I don't want to start against him. Now, they couldn't do that had contact been made, but since the match hasn't officially gotten underway, they can change their mind and have somebody else start. Well, Billy Travis just started it for him right there. Spellbinder steps out, too, and it's Billy. Oh, my goodness, look at these guys go at each other. Here's Corey.
One, center, and the big eliminator. These guys weigh in at a combined weight.
Look at that dominance, Dave Brown. See, what this is going to prove is my brother thinks he's actually going to shave my head, Dave Brown. He has lost his mind. But let me tell you one thing. If I do get my head shaved, Dave Brown, me and my brother have had a few differences before, but he will regret this for the rest of his life. But look at my boys. I got no doubt they can beat Brian Christopher and Eddie Gordon. No doubt, Dave Brown. Look at that.
Well, I tell you, they are a big, nasty-looking tag team, and I mean that.
He's going to Travis to death right there, ain't Dave Brown?
Well, as I say, they're a mean tag team. They're big. They're tough. They're rugged looking, no doubt about it. This is the first time I've seen them in action, Corey. I know you have seen them a time or two, and they are a big team, no doubt about it.
They are big guys. And as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Doug Gilbert. But these guys weigh a combined weight of 555 pounds. Yeah, they did. Well, that's out of Boston, Massachusetts, and there goes Billy Joe Travis onto the floor. The eliminator, Cronus, throws him out, and Doug Gilbert gets right in the middle of all the action. Oh, boy, look out. Right into our desk goes Billy Joe Travis as Saturn, the eliminator, rolls him back in the ring.
Doug Gilbert coaching, he told him, he said, throw him around over there and then get him back in the ring.
It's hard to find better sportsmen than that, ain't it, Dave Brown? He just helped him right back in the ring.
I'm almost at a loss for words to refer to this team as fine sportsmen. They haven't proven yet that they're fine sportsmen.
Wow.
They've proved that they're a tough wrestling team.
You know, I heard somebody over there say this might be the last match you see Billy Travis in. I said, I sure hope so.
I don't see Billy heading for the exits either.
Whoa! Billy Joe gets out of the way, and Saturn, the eliminator, went to chop the elbow and missed. Travis attacks his partner. Here is the Spellbinder. Spellbinder picks up the corner as the eliminator slams him down. Spellbinder going to work in there with Saturn in and goes in. Follows there. Ooh, that's the heads together over that corner. Oh, boy.
Look at Doug Gilbert over there, right at the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, right at He pulled his feet out from under him. Spellbinder down on the mat. Doug Gilbert's holding his boot. Count of three. Spellbinder's been counted out. There was no way the referee could see Doug Gilbert down at ringside on his hands and knees, holding on to the Spellbinder's boot so that he couldn't break out of it. I saw exactly what happened, Billy. There is no doubt about it. Doug Gilbert was involved in it, and that's what Billy's trying to tell the referee. But fans, I can tell you, it's probably not going to do any good. The count of three has fallen, and it's going to be a victory in the book for the Eliminators. Give the assist to Doug Gilbert. We'll be back with more from the USWA. Well, you heard Doug Gilbert out here running his mouth forever and ever and ever and ever. The point is, the match has been signed. His hair is at stake. Here are the opponents for the Eliminators in that match. Talking about none other than Doug's brother, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and Brian Christopher. There's Eddie. Brian leading the way. We'll get over here and talk to him a little bit. I'm sure they'll have a few words to say, too, about this situation coming up. They won the USWA tag titles in the tournament match, over in tournament matches, I should say, the tournament in Jonesboro, and got a couple of their young fans with them. And hello there, gentlemen, and congratulations on having those tag team titles around your waist. Who's your friend?
I don't know. I just saw him over here, and he was grabbing a hold of the belt, and I just want to grab him, bring him over here. Anybody you want to wave to real fast? Hey there. Okay. He's a TV star now.
Very good. Shaking hands with the guys. Thanks very much. Good to have him and all the fans here today.
Dave, I'm very, very happy. This is a proud moment for me this past week and going into the ring with Brian Christopher and winning the big tag team tournament in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and becoming the new USWA World Tag Team Champions. A real quick note is that it was 10 years ago the last time I held the tag team titles, and that was with Tommy Rich. And I'm very happy, and thank you very much, Brian. And Monday night, I just heard my brother out here bawling, squalling, climbing the wall, making excuses for the reason why his team lost the tournament. Well, Douglas, you have made your bed, brother, and now you're going to have to lie in it. You want to say to everybody that you had to put up your hair to get a shot at the tag team titles. Well, too bad. Because I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This Monday night, after Brian Christopher and myself lay your two eliminators out in the middle of that ring, and there's no doubt to anybody in this country who the new tag team champions are, then I'm going to go down, and I'm personally going to find the prettiest lady in the Coliseum, and I'm going to sit down beside her, and I'm going to lean back, cross my legs, and we're going to watch Doug Gilbert get his head shaven all the way clean. And then after they do that, Brian, let's bring a little shaving cream with us, and let's give him a real cut, okay? You know, Eddie, Doug Gilbert is not my brother. Doug Gilbert is not my friend. Matter of fact, Doug Gilbert is the man that I hate the most. And Doug Gilbert, nothing would put a bigger smile on my face than to see you get that head shave this week. And you know, can you believe it, Eddie? Doug is actually proud of that head of hair he's got. Can you believe that? He's got more oil in that hair than I got in my car. You know, he's the only man I know that gets his oil changed by a barber. We're going to do you a personal favor this week, Doug. We're going to cut that hair and let you start from scratch. And he's got to be pretty confident. He's got to be really confident to put his hair on the line against the USWA Tag Team Champions, don't he? And he's got him a big and bad team. He's got the Eliminators. And because they shave their head on the side, I guess that makes them bad. And because they wear all that leather and chains, I guess it makes them mean, huh? Well, when you're dealing with hot stuff and the sickest man alive, you're always going to be second best. And when you come in second in a wrestling match, that makes you the loser. And that's what you're going to be when we get through with you, the loser. So, Doug, as your team gets beat, which they will, I want you to sit in that chair, and while they're shaving each and every one of them hairs right off your head, I want you to look over at me. Because I'm going to be sitting there with the last laugh, baby. Just follow this week. Dave, bottom line, we want to invite everybody down to the Coliseum Monday night, because when this is over with, Brian and I are going to throw the biggest party Memphis, Tennessee has ever seen.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a wild one come Monday night. These guys are pretty confident that they are going to defeat the Eliminators, and Doug Gilbert's hair is going to be shaved right there. Well, we'll see what happens down here. They're very confident, let me tell you. Eliminators are a big team, though. Don't take them lightly. Corey, we got lots of action in the USWA coming up around the territory. Let's check that out.
That's exactly right. Wrestling coming up Thursday, May 5th. Hernando, Mississippi, right there. Hernando Junior High School. Jerry Lawler will be in Hernando. A big lineup in Hernando, Mississippi at the high school. Brian Christopher, Travis, Kid Wayne, Spellbinder, Jeff Gaylord. Big lineup going to be in Hernando, Mississippi. The Dream Machine there as well. All in Hernando, Mississippi. Friday, May 6th, wrestling in Blytheville, Arkansas. Blytheville, Arkansas, National Guard Armory, 8 o'clock bell time in Blytheville. Jerry the King Lawler will be there. Brian Christopher, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, the Dream Machine, Doug Gilbert, all in Blytheville, Arkansas. Coming up Friday night, May 6th in Blytheville, Arkansas, National Guard Armory. And Crenshaw, Mississippi, that's coming up on May 13th. Friday night, May 13th. The King, Jerry Lawler, will be there. As well as Brian Christopher, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Dream Machine, the Spiders, Doug Gilbert, and his Lucky 13 night. Some fan will get a chance to win $100 cash, no purchase necessary. It's going to be a big night over in Crenshaw, Mississippi. I'm going to be right there with all of the big action in Crenshaw Friday, May 13th, Crenshaw at the Crenshaw Gym. Saturday, May 14th, wrestling. Going to be out at Bluff City Autoplex there at Schaefer's Used Cars, Interstate 240 and Getwell. Live wrestling card is going to be there. Free admission, the King, Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Admission is free, open to the public at Bluff City Autoplex, Schaefer's Used Cars coming up Saturday, May 14th. And Jonesboro, Arkansas for USWA Wrestling is coming up soon in Jonesboro at the Earl Bell Community Center in Jonesboro. Tickets on sale, as always, at Front Page Cafe. I can see it there for Jonesboro, Arkansas. USWA Top Stars will be in Jonesboro, and USWA Championship Wrestling coming to Marktree, Arkansas, at the high school gymnasium. Big King, Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher will be there. Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, Doug Gilbert, the Eliminators, the Spiders, all in Marktree, Arkansas. Coming Friday, May 27th, 8 o'clock bell time in Marktree, right there at the high school. That is USWA Championship Wrestling. Doing nothing like being there. See it live when it comes to your hometown. You want to be right there. The Eliminators will be in the ring when we return. Stay with us.
It gets underway and lots of things start happening around Memphis, Tennessee, and the Mid-South. And I tell you what, no exception at the Mid-South Coliseum. It's Memphis Mayhem. 10 big matches coming up Monday night. Opening match of the night, you'll see the Spellbinder, who was just in the match right here. Yeah, he got 10, but it was Doug Gilbert holding a boot that caused it. Spellbinder, fine wrestler, going against Leon Downs in the opener Monday night. Billy Joe Travis, you know him well. He'll be going against Reggie B. Fine. Unfortunately, also know him well. Jeff Gaylord, the Missouri Tiger, will have to battle Moondog Rex. Following that, you got the Spiders. This team has really looked good since they've been in the USWA. We'll take a look at them. Yeah. We'll take a look at them a little bit later on here today. They're going to be going against a rugged tag team right there in the British Bad Breed. The Rotten Brothers, Axel and Ian, against the Spiders. Should be a very good match. Moondog Spot goes against Don not to forget an important one.
Diver match.
Don't forget the diver match. Ronnie Lotz against Bert Prentice, the loser, has to climb into the ring Monday night at the Coliseum wearing a baby diaper. All right. Then the captain's match, Moondog Spot and Don Bass, captains of their teams, and the stipulation on this is whichever captain loses, he cannot wrestle with his tag team partner for an extended period of time in the USWA. So one of the teams, either Don Bass and Billy Joe Travis or the Moondogs, are going to get broken up as a result of this match Monday night at the Coliseum. I know lots of wrestlers who really are hoping that Moondog Spot loses and the Moondogs cannot wrestle together for a while. We'll find out Monday night. USWA heavyweight titles at stake. Dangerous Doug Gilbert is going to be in there trying to take it from Brian Christopher with the title at stake. There's another title at stake, actually 2 belts here. The USWA tag team titles. And in the tag team title match, Doug Gilbert also figures in that because it's going to be his hair at stake against those titles. Who has the titles? Well, Doug's brother, Eddie Gilbert, and Brian Christopher. They're the champions. The team that he coerced into coming down here, they wrestle out of Boston. They lived in New Jersey. I don't know if they sold their houses or not. He said he told them to sell the houses and come on. Well, they didn't fare too well against Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher in the tournament. They've got the rematch, but in order to get it, Doug Gilbert had to put his hair at stake. Don't miss that one. Tape fist match. Don't have to tell you too much about this one, except it's going to be Lawler against the Dream Machine. They're going to have their fist taped, and the match continues until one of them is knocked out. And then the final match of the night. What a night. What matches we got coming up this week at the Coliseum. The Loaded for Bear Battle Royal. Anything goes. $10,000 to the winner. And there are going to be lots of folks participating in that. King, not only do you have the tape fist match and all of that coming up, but a chance to walk out of there with 10 grand.
Exactly. We want to talk about that big battle royal. It's called Loaded for Bear Battle Royal, but before, I think some of these guys may be going to actually tip off what they're going to bring to the battle royal. Are you going to? We may. I don't know. But before, I want to just say this. I heard the Dream Machine say that we're all in store for a big surprise Monday night. Well, Dream Machine, I'm not too crazy about surprises, but I think I know what you got on your mind because, you know, this whole thing turned out to be a surprise. This whole little conspiracy between you and a guy that I've had some trouble with for more than 10 years. You talk about our situation's gone back 10 years. Well, the situation between me and the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, goes for longer than 10 years, and Jimmy Hart was the man who called me and offered your services, Dream Machine, then you turned on me. So I just hope that maybe your little surprise is that you're going to have Jimmy Hart at ringside with you, because if it is, I got a little surprise for Jimmy Hart that I've had for him for a long, long time.
Ooh, man, makes it even more interesting. Brian?
You know, Dave, I know you're wondering. I know Corey's wondering. Everybody's wondering, what is Brian Christopher going to bring to that battle royal? And that battle royal is for $10,000. And I got to thinking, what do I like more than anything? I can bring anything in this match. Well, a chain is what I like, and a chain is what I always seem to find in each and every one of my matches. So, Dave, this week, you see this right here?
That's a chain.
This right here, this chain can knock a bear to his knees. So you get ready, Joe Gilbert. You get ready, Eliminators. It looks like I'm the man that's going to win the $10,000.
I think he is loaded for bear, no doubt about it.
He may be loaded for bear. But $10,000, Brian Christopher, will make a lot of people throw friendship out the window. And everybody knows what the King is famous for. And in this match, anything goes. So get ready for the King, because I'm going to have something for everybody in that match, too, okay?
Ooh, he's loaded for bear, too.
Well, hey, King. Yeah. If you think I'm going to let you outdo me in this thing and throw a bigger fireball than what I might throw, you're sadly mistaken. Because what's the old saying, Dave? Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what's going to be on my mind. So I'm looking at a whole different course and strategy for this battle royal and $10,000.
Well, it may get warm at the Mid-South Coliseum. Did you see the size of that chain? You could tow a riverboat with that chain that he's got right there. Battle Royal coming up. Bring them all back. Anything goes. The loaded for bear Battle Royal, $10,000 to the winner. Think about what that might mean down at the Coliseum on Monday. We'll be back here in just a moment. In the ring, Brian Christopher, and they're going to be going against these guys right here, the British Bad Breed, the Rotten Brothers, Ian and Axel, who have really been causing some problems in the USWA.
Well, you know something, Dave Brown? We've been in the USWA for a couple of weeks now. A lot of tag teams running their mouths off, saying we're big, we're bad. Well, guess what, boys? The Rotten Brothers are about to show you what being big and bad is all about. When you look down in the history books, you know they're going to say, hey, Frank and Jesse James, they're born killers. They're going to say Mother Teresa, well, she's a born forgiver. When they look down the history books of the USWA, they're going to say the bloody Rotten Brothers are born winners. Dave Brown and all you punks in TV land, take it to the bank. Christopher and Gilbert, first on the headland.
Well, we'll find out right here today. Christopher and Gilbert are headed this way on television today. This is a main event match at any of the arenas around the country. But we're going to have it for you right here and right now. There they are, Eddie Gilbert, Brian Christopher. Brian Christopher climbing into the ring. These guys hold the USWA Tag Team titles. They won them in a tournament just a few days ago. Proudly join the USWA titles as they climb into the ring. This is a non-title match. But don't you know the Rotten Brothers, Axel and Ian, would love to have a tag title match with these guys. Well, they got all behind.
They jump them before the bell, the Rotten Brothers. Jumping on hot stuff is too sexy, even before the bell. They're going to work on Gilbert and Christopher. These Rotten Brothers, let me tell you. They are tough, but man, let me tell you. You better be prepared when you're talking about jumping Brian Christopher and Eddie Gilbert from behind. What a tag team these two make. USWA Tag Team Champion. And here comes.
Oh, now wait a minute. We got Doug Gilbert and the Eliminators who have brought some chairs out here and have parked themselves at ringside. We have already seen what effect that could have on a match by Doug Gilbert grabbing Spellbinder's boot earlier in the match when he was against the Eliminators. Now, as long as these guys sit there in the chairs, that's okay. Let's just hope they stay in those chairs.
Yeah.
The problem with it is, it's such a distraction for Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher. They're going to be keeping one eye over on these guys to make sure they're still there, not sneaking around the ring apron somewhere.
Left again, Rutten. Boy, clothesline on Brian Christopher. Christopher fell out hard that time in the back of his head. Rutten covers. 2, and Christopher up at 2. Excellent in Rutten. Bad freeze. A couple of big guys wrestling out of New York City. Coming to the USWA, and they do make a lot of noise. Working Christopher over in that corner now. That's the what? Reversal. Christopher whips him in. Oh. Nobody home that time as Christopher went in after him. Axel Rodden got right out of there. Tag on his partner. Here's in Rodden. Trading back and forth, Lake toward Christopher. Not a bad place now, over in their corner. The Rodden brothers double teaming Christopher. No tag, and there goes in Rodden again. Ends out, and Axel's in. It's about to continue. Right in today. Still to come, we got the Spiders right here. USWA wrestling.
And look at Doug Gilbert up there pounding the ring apron. That's a problem. I wish those guys were not in here.
Yeah, that is a problem.
All right, sit down, Doug. And he goes back up to the ring apron again. There you see him over on the right of the screen. He's right at the ring apron. Oh, look at this. That's what I was afraid of. He grabbed Brian, holding him back in the corner.
If he sit over there in his chair, it'll be all right, but he cannot do it.
Well, there's no secret that he and Brian Christopher just flat do not like each other. And that's putting it mildly. Look at this double team. The Rodden brothers doubling up, choking. Man, boy.
Christopher is taking quite a pounding in there against these Rodden brothers. Between the legs of Ian Rodden, and I thought he was going to get a tag on Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert over there. As you see, he's not far away from his partner, but didn't get the tag on him.
Nope, he was close, just not quite close enough for them to be able to reach the tag. Now Brian's over in the wrong corner. He was trying to kind of circle his way around and get back, and he just didn't make it. The Rodden brothers grab him, double up on him again. Oh, Brian ducks under the double clothesline. Puts them both on the mat. He needs to get to the corner. Gets a tag on his partner, Eddie Gilbert.
Let's see if he'll get there. He gets on his feet and goes up to Rodden. Whips him in. A big kick from Christopher. Whoa.
Slides out of the ring. Oh, the Eliminators right there. Oh, steps out of the way. The Eliminators nail each other. And now Brian Christopher going to one of them down on the floor. Doug Gilbert got the folding metal chair. Look out, Brian.
Oh, man. He nails Christopher with that chair right there. The Eliminators and Doug Gilbert out here jumping in the whole entire thing. Doug going out to Hot Stuff Eddie, his brother. And the Rudd brothers jumping on Eddie there in the ring.
Doug Gilbert with a chain wrapped around his right hand. Loud beat on Brian Christopher down on the floor, taking off the warm-up jacket. And there's the chain. Look out. Boom. Oh, boy. While the Eliminators hold him up, Doug Gilbert smacking Brian Christopher repeatedly. Meanwhile, Eddie Gilbert in the ring trying his best to hold off the Rodden brothers. They finally roll out of the ring, but now the action shifts down to the floor. Eddie Gilbert picking up one of the chairs. Rodden brothers leaving. He nails one of the Eliminators. Brian Christopher still battling, and finally everybody heads out of here except Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher as Eddie is over to check him out along with the referee. Well, it developed into a free-for-all. We knew it was trouble when Doug Gilbert brought the Eliminators out here. We'll be back. We'll have the Spiders when we return. Brian Christopher could wrestle in his next match. I'm sure that's what he had in mind. Hey, the spider webs are flying into the audience. Here they come, led by Bert Prentice. The Spiders in the USWA. We got them in a match coming up here in just a moment, but before they head to the ring, we've got a comment or two about all the action going on.
Well, let's talk about some diapers.
Yeah, that's right.
Ronnie Lott, this short little idiot of a man, is running around the USWA and the nation making phone calls telling Major Wrestling Magazine how he's beating me every night in the middle of the ring. Ronnie Lott, you are the poorest excuse for a wrestling manager I've ever seen. And it is my pleasure to get in the ring with you this week and show all the people you in nothing but a baby diaper right in the middle of the ring. I'm going to pin it on you, and when I'm done, I'm going to take you down and feed you some Gerber baby food and treat you like the baby you are.
And Lotz is out here running around. Ronnie, this is there.
Hey, wait a minute. Last time I started here was the wrestling business. I'd have started off by saying, I feel like I walked into a Marvel comic book with these two goats. Why don't you guys back up?
Hey, well, I tell you, maybe you better concentrate on what Bert's talking about right here. Because if you lose this match...
You know why? Because you're a sick, twisted, demented, fat weirdo. That's why. And I bet you I'll tell you right now, this is your idea, and you like to see me strut around a diaper. Ronnie Lott don't wear a diaper for nobody. There's no way I'm getting in a diaper, Bert. And I'll tell you what, when I put you in that diaper, I might even give you a little whipping, a spanking, a lashing. You're a sick man, Bert.
Oh, the sickness, yes, it's very relevant to me. Hey, Ronnie Lott, you got a lot of guts coming out here. No goons behind you. It's kind of interesting. I kind of admire this little quality. You've got a little guts about you to come out here with my spiders.
Because I don't wear a diaper for nobody. I don't wear a diaper for nobody. See this? They're telling secrets on how what they're going to do when they get in a little diaper. I ain't wearing diapers. Not for you, not for you, not for you. Wait a minute.
I'm going to give you a little taste of this match now, Lott.
Bert?
Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, we're halfway there. We're halfway there. You're a sick man. You're a sick man. You're a sick man. Hey, we're halfway there, Ronnie Lott. Come on. We're halfway there.
Well, Bert, I don't know if I agree with the method totally there, but there's a certain amount of satisfaction in seeing the humiliation of one Ronnie Lott. It could be even more than that when this diaper match takes place, and the loser of the match could be Bert. Or it could be Ronnie Lott. Will end up climbing in the ring wearing a diaper.
That would be a sight.
In the ring right now, the Spiders going against Freezer Thompson and the Shadow. Wait here as the referee calls the bell. Yeah, there we go. Let's get this one underway right here. Big Freezer Thompson, one of the largest wrestlers to step into a wrestling ring. This guy is big, and he and his partner, the Shadow, are going against the very popular Spiders.
Freezer Thompson. Boy, it's tossed over by the Spider. Nice takedown from the Spider, boy. He's swinging Freezer around in there. Takes him down. The Spiders, tag team wrestling out of Merchant from Web City. With Bert Prentice in their corner. Spider. Drop on Freezer Thompson.
Bert is saying, well, how about it? That was a good move. He's doing a little cheerleading for the Spiders over there, and he's right. It was a good move. Oh, boy, that wasn't.
Freezer Thompson held on to that top rope, and the Spider missed with the drop kick, and Freezer attacks the Shadow. Shadow comes in. Spider taking care of the Shadow over there. Backs him up. Whips him into the ropes now. Cuts in. Well, in there. Nice move from the Spider. These two really work together well as a tag team. Interesting team in the USWA. Heard a lot about them before they got here, and let me tell you, these two guys can wrestle, these Spiders.
That was a great idea he had right there. He just missed. He keeps flying off the rope, feet first, and he was going to smack the spider, the shadow. He got him, but just a glancing blow. But look at this. Flips him out of the corner. Great recovery by the spider. That's important, too. If you miss a move, don't let it throw you. Go right back into action there. Try to take the advantage. That's what the spiders have done here.
That's exactly right. And they cover here, too. Two. Only a 2 count, and the shadow kicks out of it. Tag made by the spiders now. Whip the shadow in. Setting him up. Boy, he flexes him over. Rolling down. A lot of move from the spiders in there again. And another cover on the shadow. 1, and only a 2 count again.
I'm a little surprised. I thought the spiders were going to be able to hold him there for a 3 count, but able to kick out at the last instant to stop it. And he's still going here. The match continues.
Back the shadow up. Into the rope. Takes him down. A good move. From the spiders. Drop kicks him down.
Nice drop kick. Good move. These guys are really athletic, no doubt about it. They can really move around in the ring. And there's the tag as they try to set the shadow up.
Spiders tagging in and out.
Comment on what the spider did right there. He got him with the top of the boot. That's okay. Where that becomes illegal is when you kick him with the point, with the toe of the boot. But he got him with the top part of it, the flat part, and that was all right. That was legal. Look at this.
Whoa! They take the shadow down. Boy, he won't be getting up for that one. That's a 3 count.
You got that one exactly right. He did not get up from that one. The count of 3 falls, and the spiders have themselves a victory here today on USWA Championship Wrestling. We're going to check our time, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.
And Lance Russell.
Thank you, my boy.
And I know that's not much of a surprise to you, but I think this may be. No one deserves to be in the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame any more than this man, Lance Russell.
Thank you, Dave.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Dave Brown right here at ringside, ready to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling, and what a proud day. I am very happy to introduce this man right here, Hall of Famer, joining us on the USWA Championship Wrestling show, Lance Russell, back here with us today. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Dave. I got to tell you, there's something about that Hall of Famer that makes me feel even older than I already am. What a delight, Dave, though. I am tickled to death.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here. We know you're going to be with us from time to time. We'd love to see you here every week if you can be.
Yeah, the honest fact of the matter is, and we just will be honest, why not? Let's tell them the stuff. I am retired. It looks like this is not work. This is fun for me. And the pure fact of the matter is the Legend show was just so doggone much fun that it got my juices flowing again, and I've missed being around you and all the great fans and the wrestling and all of that. And the situation is we are going to miss some weeks, and Miss Audrey sitting there at home deserves to be able to go on some trips and things like that. And we've got a few golf tournaments we're going to be playing, but every week that I can and I'm here in town, I'm going to be right down here.
And we will be looking forward to seeing you every week you can. By the way, Corey's on vacation this week. He'll be back with us next week, too.
Yes, next week, so Corey will be back then. And we also are going to be down at Monday night at the Coliseum. I've missed that, too, so I'm looking forward to being there every week that we possibly can.
And around the territory as possible. Glad to have you here today. We got a big match coming up, the opening match here. We got Dream Machine coming in, been causing some problems. I know you've been keeping up with it. Got the new USWA tag team holders coming out here, and we'll also, a little bit later on, be talking to the USWA heavyweight champion all today.
We have got that and a bunch much more. The King will be here today. I'm absolutely sure of that, and looking forward to seeing that. Sounds to me like that it is one of those days that I really was looking forward to coming back for.
You're right. We'll be getting it underway here in just a moment. Stay with us. We're headed to the ring.
Well, what a fascinating guy this guy is, Dave. Really have enjoyed watching him. Do not know him personally, but he is a specimen, and look at this guy. I can't believe it.
You're a big Jerry Lawler fan, but you missed the boat, man. You should have got with the Dream Machine 10 years ago.
I thought you'd have been in jail by now. That's what I thought. Gee.
Boy, talk about a guy holding a grudge. This
Really?
guy held a 10-year grudge to come back and took a shot at Jerry Lawler right here on TV. Oh, the Spellbinder with one of his illusions throws it out toward the audience, and the Dream Machine nailed him from behind.
Solid right hand. Puts the Spellbinder down. He takes him over, drapes him over the top rope. Referee trying to back him up and get this thing back out in the middle of the ring, and cream with a clothesline that put him flat on his back.
I'm afraid the Spellbinder's in trouble here. He's the kind of guy that needs to set and really go throughout the entire match, and he's very effective when he does it. The Dream Machine. Oh, well, hey, there's a good move. That could turn the tables on the Dream Machine. Let's see.
The whip. Elbow. Spellbinder starting to make his move. Count of 1, 2.
Dream Machine, on the other hand, is the kind of guy that he will take that shot from behind. He will surprise you, and then he just doesn't let up. He's kind of like the old snapping turtle, won't let go till it thunders, and that's the way Dream Machine is.
Oh, look at him, Dave. Something went down into his tights while the referee is with Spellbinder, and I mean, that's all. Bang! He nailed him. Put it away. 2, 3. Call it quits.
Spellbinder hit the mat, and it's all over, but you're right, for an object.
That's Jerry Lawler!
Yeah, that's Jerry Lawler. That's Dream Machine, and he hasn't changed one single bit. Can't believe the guy holds a grudge that long.
I know, a 10-year grudge, and then today he's going against the Spellbinder. We're hoping for a really good match. And I don't know what he had in his hand, but that fist was loaded
He
when he
did
popped it
have
down.
something in his hand. We got more of that big action coming up here. We're going to be back to it in just a moment.
I tell you, Dave, the surprise of my life was the tape fist match with Jerry Lawler and Dream Machine. That's a brutal kind of a match to begin with.
Absolutely, and I think Jerry Lawler talked about it when we talked to him a few days ago before the match, and he said, you know, it's one of those things where a boxer tapes the match and they're just like hard as rocks, and then they put the boxing gloves on.
Yeah.
No gloves here.
No gloves, just the tape. Let's take a look. Tape fist match. Dave's already told you what it is. Jerry Lawler, the Dream Machine.
Pay careful attention to who might be there at the end.
Yes. Oh, the showdown. Oh, boy. Here comes Jerry Lawler. Picks up the Dream Machine. Right down on that metal chair. Well, like I was saying, when you dig one ditch, you better dig two, Dream Machine. Because the ditch you real means he's just for you. That chair is the Dream Machine had it was for him, and Lawler goes to work on it. The key up on the rope now. Dream Machine now. Lawler comes the right hand now. Oh, the King says no, that's not enough. Not yet. Lawler again. Chops the right fist down on the Dream Machine. Roy Graham. Lawler's going. What in the world is going on here? Here is Tony Gray. Jeff Jarrett got in. What is Jarrett doing at the Midtown Coliseum? It's the referee. Double J. Jeff Jarrett comes out. It's Lawler. Now the referee steps up. big surprise that the Dream Machine has been broadcasted and promoted that he had ball. It's Double J jump shot. Done. Now away on Lawler. Here comes Billy Joe Fowler. And the Dream Machine touches it. Billy comes out to try to help out Lawler. Oh, boy. From the World Wrestling Federation, showing back up in Memphis at the Mid-South Coliseum is Jeff Jarrett. Let's jump the referee out of the ring. This Jarrett, boy. In a unified world title bout, oh, man. He hit Billy Joe Fowler some kind of hard. Hit Lawler with a right hand. The Spider came out to try to help out that team. This is absolutely ridiculous here now. This is totally uncalled for. Here comes the other Spider. Let's bring him out. Double J, Jeff Jarrett has got Jarrett Lawler busted open. This thing is uncalled for, let me tell you. I thought there was a tape this match was more than enough for Jarrett Lawler. And all that, Double J, Jeff Jarrett shows up. Oh, Jeff Jarrett, I can't believe it. Not on the card. Obviously flew in here from New York City, the World Wrestling Federation headquarters, for this unified world title bout tonight. Oh, boy, I tell you. Jeff Jarrett just taking care of everybody that stepped in his way. Here comes that Brian Christopher, and Don Gilbert holding him back. Jarrett playing away on Christopher, and Jeff Jarrett does the metal tail. Hit Christopher with it. Jarrett is coming in just like some kind of crazy man. I don't know what's getting over to Jeff Jarrett. Throws the Spider there. Jarrett just getting rid of everybody that comes in his way. Christopher and Don Gilbert fighting it out. Brian's trying to get him to help out the King. But they hold Christopher back. This is some kind of wow. The Dream Machine doesn't let up. Dream Machine, Joy Graham, and Double J. Just take it over here. Keeping everybody out of there. Billy Joe Fowler, the Spiders, Brian Christopher, Jeff Gaylord. Back in with all of them as they come now. Christopher outfights Jeff Gilbert trying to get away. And this thing is all over for well over 5 minutes now. Double J puts on his cowboy hat and struts around the ring. Jumps out of there. I don't even know what Jarrett's doing here tonight. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, look at that. Throws Christopher right into the ring post.
I can't believe it. I'm telling you, any friend of the Dream Machines can't be all good. Dave, what in the world happened with Jeff Jarrett?
That's not the Jeff Jarrett we used to know.
Hey, really,
That's
tell me.
Double J. I have no idea. I was shocked when I heard about it. Fans who were there were shocked. When he first knocked Lawler down, I saw him. It looked like he was saying something to Lawler.
Oh, he took time for a little speech, yeah.
I'm very curious as to what he said and why he came in there, and I hope soon we find out.
Man, I can't believe it. You know, I saw Jeff's very first match. I know that you did too, and it just what a total shock. I guess it's a mystery. It certainly is a mystery to us. I hope we can find out a little bit more about it. We've got lots more action, tag action coming up. We've got the King coming in a little bit later, and all of that yet to come in a moment. footage that we saw left me shaking my head. Jerry, got to get right into it and ask you. That footage is how Dave and I were just talking about it. What in the world has happened with Jeff Jarrett?
Well, I'm just going to say, I think, from what I've heard, of course, you know, after last Monday night, I was as confused as just about anybody. The last time I saw Jeff Jarrett, it was up in the World Wrestling Federation. He acted as friendly as ever, laughing, joking around. But I think the problem has been